This is the ignorance you like.
Welcome to Irrelevant Ignorance, where sometimes our ignorance isn't always relevant. And this is fans only. Now, we just got through with the off season. We're here at the regular season now. It's a lot of people that moved around. A lot of people trying to get moved around, and they can't get to where they're trying to go, like a Jimmy Butler. Mm-hmm. So we seen everything that went wrong with the situation at practice and everything. So, did y'all think he handled that right?
No. Absolutely not. Now, his reasoning, like once he explained it in the little interview, it's like it made more sense to me on basically saying being passionate about basketball and all that, because it's not like we've never heard nothing of this sort before. Like, we've heard things of Kobe, Mike, whatever, going hard in practice. Kobe, we seen clips of Kobe going in when at the time when it was like Nick Young and all them, when he had that super trash team, him and Nick Young going back and forth. My issue is Jimmy Butler's not Kobe. So it's just like,
I seen people asking, do he got the clout to do that?
Nah, personally, for me, I don't think so. I don't think so. Now, I do think from this situation that he got some type of intimidation thing over Cat.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, they ain't looking crazy after this.
Yeah, because in my opinion, before this day, Cat's the star, best player on the team. I still personally feel like that, but
even Jimmy said it.
Yeah, but when Jimmy's playing him, something happens in his head that I feel like he's intimidated or something. He's literally scared of this man or something.
So what do you think about this situation with Jimmy? Like,
first of all, I never liked Jimmy going there in the first place.
Okay.
So no, and I like Jimmy as a player. I didn't like how he handled the situation. First of all, it was more so. It was like he just disrupted the locker room, and I understand that work ethic is everything, and he had problems with how they worked and how they grind, but it's a different way to handle that. And yeah, he broke it down a little bit, and he went into what he felt about them as far as skill wise. It's just that I just feel like he talked about with the owner. Then you had the little whispers about him and Cat's girl, if that's true.
Yeah, I don't believe that part.
I mean, but still,
unbelievable. But at the same time, he's never defended it.
No, I mean, Cat came out on Twitter and said it wasn't true.
I mean,
but you lead by example.
That's what I'm talking about. Jimmy let it ride.
That's when Jimmy do that little mean face he been doing.
Yeah,
smile.
Jimmy just let it ride.
I just don't. I feel like his personality, it shows, and the Chicago situation was interesting. And it's funny how Tibbs got his hands back on Jimmy, and Tibbs don't really want to let him go. But
I like Jimmy said, I think Tibbs is happy with that. I think Tibbs was like, okay.
But it's on Tibbs to get it together, though.
Yeah.
For the team.
But I think this is actually a boss move. Now, I don't know. I actually liked it. It was very diva-like, but I mean, Jimmy has been operating with. He act like a receiver. I seen somebody ask him if he could play receiver for him. I forgot what team.
Yeah.
But it's pretty much who he's been. The player with all this heart, trying to win, trying to defeat the odds, and that all of that keep coming up. Because I remember when Jimmy Butler first got to the NBA, and I kept hearing about his story through Squad, because Squad knew the story from Marquette.
Yeah.
And like, Jimmy was homeless, poor, broke, didn't get scholarship, and that's the same. That Jimmy that we saw in that practice is the same Jimmy that got him this far.
Why did he leave Chicago?
No,
I think that's the
Chicago thing. I think he would have still been there if Tibbs would have been there, and that's the thing.
I think it's a rebuild thing. I think
for the Bulls.
I'm talking about what the Bulls were trying. The Bulls were going in a direction to rebuild.
Yeah.
So like, I think Jimmy and youth don't really too much mix. When you could tell like him in Minnesota, like it's not. It's the youthful players have different habits, and as a vet, you like, man, I don't really like that. But when you got the clout like Kobe, it makes a difference.
After that playoff performance, Jimmy could say whatever he want about Cat, because the way he got dominated in the playoffs, like,
trash in playoffs.
But and then my next point, but I wanted to like show that I even think that Jimmy might still be there, like re-sign type deal.
I can't see.
The only reason why is because that it seemed like it's just a management problem. Remember, he told the players it's a management problem. And I think he made Tibbs happy when he showed them at practice, like, y'all need me, da-da-da-da-da. And you never know with that type of people. It could probably galvantate. I don't know with Wiggins.
I think he wants out.
I mean,
they paid
I think
Wiggins,
he
they
wants
paid
out, or it's like a him or me type thing.
But it's kind of like he picked already. It seemed like they already picked when they paid him.
I think Jimmy just wanted them all to be there, but you gonna pay me because that's what he started it with. Was y'all came up with me with the low ball offer?
Yeah.
But
you gotta pay him
at 29. Do you? Is he 29 or is he 30?
One of them. Now that's a whole nother standpoint. If I'm a Timberwolves, I ain't giving them the money.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's another thing.
I mean, was he asking for like a max or something?
Yeah, he want the max.
He want the super max.
I don't know if he qualified for that, but if he can, he definitely wants that.
I'm not giving Jimmy Butler a max deal.
I think 110 was a fair offer just for the simple fact that, like, you see what we trying to do. If I pay you the same thing I pay Wiggins and I pay Towns, and I'm not saying that Wiggins deserved the money. You could tell that Wiggins kind of took a step back when Jimmy came there.
Yeah.
And that's why I didn't really like the move.
And that hurts my feelings too, because you the same way.
Yeah,
hey Wiggy, man.
I like Wiggy.
Hey Wiggy,
the year before he had a pretty good year. I thought that was a step in the right direction. Yeah. But when Jimmy came over, there was like,
I still feel like it's an intimidation thing. Like
I felt like they had the Kobe and Shaq vibe. Like, and I'm not comparing them to Kobe and Shaq, but that's just that's what got me happy. This Kobe and Shaq, it got me happy. I'm like, man, can we see this?
Then Jimmy came in. Even then, no, I think when Jimmy first got there, did you think it was gonna work?
No.
Did you have any idea that it was gonna work or not?
So, I mean, I wasn't big on it. Me personally, I feel like that was just a fill in the seat thing. Yeah. It was filling seats in the stadium because I mean it's Jimmy Butler, and it's right next to Chicago.
And then Tibbs.
And then you get Tibbs, and once Tibbs got there. Then the Rose signed it, and he's like he's trying to get the starting five all over again.
That's what I'm saying. So, I still think Tibbs could get it under control. I mean, not under control, but I think he can get them to.
I think honestly, personally, I think Jimmy is backing himself into a wall anyway, where that's going to be his choice. Mm-hmm. Going to be the Timberwolves or a low ball. Somewhere around.
And that's the thing. Ain't nobody even offering them nothing. And every time Jimmy Butler does something like this is the bad part about that.
Get him?
Yeah, like Josh Richardson in the draft pick.
I kind of like the Houston.
But Houston don't want to do that. I'm saying teams that are offering.
I would have did that. I'm just saying.
Houston?
Yeah.
Well, let's.
I don't think Houston offered it though. I think that's what they wanted.
It. But if you were Houston and they came to you and said PJ Tucker, Eric Gordon for Jimmy Butler, and you're Houston, what are you telling them?
No, I'm not.
You telling them no?
Me personally, I'm telling them because I think Eric Gordon on their bench is just, and I think it's more of a morale thing, like your team chemistry.
Is he starting now?
Who?
Gordon?
No.
Okay.
But PJ starts, and then but I also thought with that trade, I think it could work or it couldn't work because I personally think. If there's one player that's gonna get them together, it's gonna be CP3.
I think so. Do you think?
I think
what would you have done is the better question if you was Houston.
I would have took the trade. The reason I would have took the trade is for the simple fact when you look at what they lost, and I'm not saying that because PJ brings defense as well, but it's like I feel like bringing Jimmy over balances everything out. And yeah, you lose Eric Gordon, slide Melo to the bench at the end of the day.
I think he already on the bench.
I think at the end of the day. With you look at this team, Harden still got some youth in him, but CP3 ain't getting no younger. So at the point, like, what do? You got to counter anything Golden State did. Golden State got Cousins.
I think in that scenario though, and the only reason why I wouldn't do the trade is because, and we got to move on after this one. But the only reason why I wouldn't do the trade if I'm Houston is because you ain't gonna resign him. Like when it's over with. You maxed out Chris Paul like he's going to make it 40 forever. You keeping James Harden. You just gave Clint Capella his contract. It ain't going to be no money for Jimmy Butler next year. You're going to lose two pieces going forward. But even then, let's just even go to like the player mobility and like, do you even like the stars moving around like that? But the stars moving around, because it seemed like every offseason, not even every offseason, it seemed like every 6 months or something, it's a big star moving around in the NBA. Like, how do you even feel about these stars moving around?
I think my only thing about it is as long as we got balance, I don't have a problem with it. I feel like every player gets to a point in their career where they're stuck in one place for so long and they know that they don't see a championship coming where they're at. I think, and not just stars, I just think that sometimes you got to do what's best for you. And if you have, now, I don't mean go make noise about it, but if it's a situation where you know the team is rebuilding.
Do you think it's balanced now? Or do you like the way it is now?
I kind of liked how it shifted because for the simple fact, when you look at the East got better. And it was starting to get better when LeBron was still on the East. So LeBron switched over to the West. We always knew the West had some dogs, like, but at the same time, the East was always lacking. It just seemed like if it wasn't LeBron's team, they weren't going to win.
So you do enjoy these stars moving around?
I do. Like, I like the LeBron LA move. I like the Kawhi.
You like the LeBron LA move?
I like
Of course he does.
I mean, no, I'm just saying for the simple fact that it does.
You see my goal? Yeah. You see my goal?
I just like, no, I'm just saying for the balance standpoint, and then you get Kawhi going to the East. So then DeRozan coming to the West. So I think it's starting to balance more because these homegrown teams are starting to step up, like Boston and Philly and.
Well, how do you even feel about these stars moving around? Just their ability to.
I'm cool with it.
Yeah,
I'm cool with it. Like literally, when you talk about balance, let's say you just take Golden State out the equation. I feel like the league is more balanced than it's been in a long time.
That's true.
Because it's getting to the point now, and last year's rookies, I believe, a lot of them came in and actually made noise. Like,
and in small spots.
That's exactly what I was gonna bring up. Donovan Mitchell,
Simmons, even though he wasn't a rookie. But, I mean,
that whole thing. But it's these the quieter teams. Like nobody, for the most part, nobody's team is just somebody you're gonna blow past. Like even if it's not a playoff team, you still got to come and you got to play.
I think it made the game exciting, but I'm kind of starting not to like it as much because, and we'll get to it in a second. I guess I can even just get to it right now because it feels like unless they blow up the conferences, we're gonna have a serious problem with everybody shifting to California pretty much. Like every destination that come out. Now these players aren't getting there, and we got to see how. I mean, it worked for Paul George; he stayed. We got to see what happened with Kyrie and Kawhi. But it just seemed like this mass move to the LA and like in California. Like, how you feeling about this whole West Coast dominant jump or whatever?
Take this one first.
I mean, they just. I don't know. I think that's where it gets like personal, you know, just lifestyle wise. But that's when I feel like the NBA needs to step up, just like when they blocked. What was it, Chris Paul going to the Lakers?
Man, don't talk about that.
I'm just saying, like,
hit my heart.
NBA needs to step up in that aspect. It's just like, yeah, they got the freedom to say, you know, where they want to go and all of that now, but you got to tame it somewhat. Like,
and that's what I'm getting at. Like, all right, this is fun.
Yeah, because it's cool, but, and you know, I love LeBron. You love LeBron. Welcome to the LeBron family.
Yes. Welcome to the LA family.
That's all however you want to put it.
Welcome to the LA show. That's all I gotta say.
That's the LeBron's. But with him going there, I just know with time it's gonna be players that want to play alongside him because even with him getting older, clearly he's not declining.
Well, I got a question for you there. Should teams even like go through with these requests, like the Jimmy Butler situation, how Tibbs is holding off, or I kind of want to say Kyrie, but Gilbert let him go, but he didn't send him to a team that he wanted to go to. Should teams even like how football, you know how if you come tell me you want to trade in football, they're going to look at you and say so? Like, should they even go through with letting him go?
I think with that, it's more, I think they most teams don't send you where you want to go, and they pretty much gamble. You got the other teams, the receiving team gambling. And
but it never seemed like you never even get nothing back in return.
It don't, but you get to a point where you don't want a disruption in your locker room. And some of these players are making so much noise, you feel it. Like if you even look at football, you see how Pittsburgh's situation is, players feel it. So and that goes to all sports. Going back to the NBA, it's like we don't want this cancer in our locker room, and they may not be a cancer, but at that point in time, they feel like one. So, do you live with it like Tibbs? Or do you move on from it like Pop? You know what I'm saying?
Well, how about that? You got a team. I'm your star player. I ain't even want to be here no more. I got 2 years left on my deal. I'm about to start making noise right now. So next year my contract's running out. What you gonna do?
I mean, it depends what you bring to the table. Me personally,
I'm your star. You're the Orlando Magic. Not only are you're not even
star. So let's just say this is like Shaq, T-Mac time, something like that.
Yeah.
Me personally, I signed you and you obligated to me for this amount of time. You're gonna have to get over it.
And that's what I'm getting.
But losing for nothing though. See, that's what teams, and I'm not saying that that's right, but you got the teams they don't want to lose them for nothing. So I'm gonna get what I can, and that's what a lot of teams think. That's what San Antonio did. I'm gonna get what I can because
I feel like
he's not gonna
resign. I feel like theirs is different because they was able to flip a star for a star.
Yeah, and everybody don't get lucky like that.
I'm about to say that's not often.
Yeah,
but everybody don't get lucky like that. But
I feel like to the same token of even that, say I keep you there, you're not happy at this set moment. Something shifts. I don't know if it's something I change because if you're my star player, I'm going to try to change something around you to make it better for you. Look at it like when Kobe wanted to leave the Lakers. You change what's around them.
But everybody ownership ain't like that.
I mean, I get it, but it's just like I want to take that chance if you're my star. Because I don't want to just end up with nothing.
The Lakers have like the greatest owner, probably one of the greatest owners of all time when you look at what he did.
Another thing, too, because Bron did it, but everybody's not Bron.
Yeah.
Let's see if they leave the money on the table. Because you're leaving... Not just a couple million. You leaving like
Paul George
30.
Leave that money on the table.
You said what?
Paul George leave that money on the table.
You see what I'm saying? He wasn't finna.
I mean, sometimes it's a gamble.
It is. And you're gonna leave $40 million. You think you're gonna get it back? You got 4 years now to fall off, to get injured. Let me see you leave 40.
And then you got to play that.
But everybody can't do that because when you're a small market, though.
I mean, but still, even especially now, when players get ACL tears, all types of random stuff all the time. So you leave money on the table, don't take a deal. Look at the market. He didn't take the re-sign.
Exactly.
Now he's signing for nothing.
Exactly.
And it's a gamble this year because it's just like we don't even know if this boy gonna be able to really dunk in the actual game yet.
If that boy comes back to even half of what he was on that team,
even if it's half of what he was on that team, ain't nobody else finna sign him for no money. Because half of what he is ain't gonna do nothing for me.
Because he's not getting a max next year because he can't even prove he's a max player this year because of the team he's on.
Yeah, that's the All-Star game.
And he can't come back till it's over. Like he can't even put a stamp on it to make me be like, oh, DeMarcus is back. Right. 82 games, DeMarcus is back. And like the Pelicans, for example. I don't care what nobody say. Anthony Davis' contract is gonna expire in New Orleans. And that's just the way.
I know that's one player you don't trade.
Like I don't care. You can't. What you gonna give me for Anthony Davis?
Nothing.
That's what I'm saying. How old is he? 25, 24?
Something around that.
I don't think he's 25.
He might be 23.
He's 24.
It's 23, 24. I would trade. Now that's the difference. I wouldn't trade.
You gonna give me a draft pick? I will bet you every last dollar. That draft pick ain't nothing because now you have.
I need your next draft picks for like 10 years, and I need a player. Like you
need that Brooklyn Nets.
I need your whole bench.
For real.
A couple picks for the next few years.
Yeah, I don't even want your bench. Your bench ain't AD.
No, they're not good enough.
They on your bench.
I want all your first round picks for 10 years and give me your best player on your team.
And elite bigs are rare. Yeah. Now,
you're
not getting them.
2 ways to be exact. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's a 2-way elite big.
And then Anthony Davis. You want to leave $40 million and need New Orleans and leave a villain? Hey, man. More power to you.
Right. That's cool then. But you're going to play it all out, though.
It goes to the small markets. But then it goes back to the small markets. Like, it's just that, like, for OKC, if you lose Paul George, where do you go? Because a lot of people don't want to play with Westbrook. Now, Paul George may have changed that narrative. We're going to see. But everybody doesn't want to play with Westbrook, and everybody can't gel with Westbrook. You watch one of the best players in the league walk away from that situation, and we all as fans seen what was going on in OKC.
But they made him stay, and now he's there. Still.
And I just think that if you reverse the roles, if KD was the one that had his contract up last, KD would have still been an OKC hands down. Westbrook would have left
most likely, but. Let's go ahead and talk about this Eastern Conference. I know we touched on it for a second. LeBron is now gone. The East is wide open. Some Eastern teams stacked up. We got the Wizards loading up with Dwight and Jeff Green. The Raptors with Kawhi. Where do you see the East going this year?
Personally, I'm running with the young team.
What's that?
Philly.
Okay.
That's just who I like most out of the East. if injury doesn't fall into play, I think across the board, I don't really think teams are messing with them series wise. That's just me. Like I mean, a lot of people I feel like still kind of hold the injury thing over Embiid's head, but I think he's straight.
Yeah. Who you got coming out the East?
I'm glad you went that way. I love Philly. I really do. But if Ben Simmons don't get a jump shot, it's gonna drive me crazy. I feel like with his skill set, as great as he is right now, being that young, if he gets a jump shot, he's the best player in the league.
I won't go there either.
I would go there. I just feel like people know how to play him, and like
I don't think people know how to play him.
I'm about to say, if a guard is guarding him, I don't care if you know or not.
But that's their problem.
And I don't like their coach situation too.
Brett Brown?
I'm still up in the air on that one. I just think Boston, with everybody, if you tell me you get Kyrie and Gordon Hayward back, it's like, man, we don't know how it's gonna look with Gordon Hayward, but I just feel like all of them pieces, Boston they have the best GM in the league right now. He finds diamonds. He finds players.
He did.
He got lucky. Like, think about it. None of this happens if the Nets ain't want washed up KG.
Man, Boston finessed Philly with that trade.
Philly? Huh?
When remember?
For Fultz and them. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Man, that's how they got Tatum. You got to remember that. And I think Tatum is something special. You
know what? Actually, I don't even call it a fleece because Boston had the number 1 pick. They still could have went Tatum. So it's not even a fleece.
I mean, they got more picks. Like they moved. They knew who they wanted. They keyed in who they wanted. They moved back and they said, "You can have folks. We don't."
I still think folks gonna be a G.
I don't even think. I just don't have that faith in Boston.
I like their coach.
I don't have faith in Kyrie's knees.
And I love Philly.
I don't have faith in Kyrie's knees.
We talked about this.
You got Philly. So were you saying you had Philly or the?
I got the Celtics.
Oh, okay.
I love Philly, and it's.
I think
I gotta see it, Jill. I gotta see it.
I just right now. I just want to see is Philly gonna take that next step. They got a taste of everything. If they take that next step, then that's what's going to change.
There's so many people on that step though.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like only thing Philly needs is time. Like, I feel like we're literally watching something that was like young OKC all over. So you think
because you say they need time, you think that's all that whole time is going to be within this season?
I think last year was them coming into it. This year is like, okay, we here. I mean, of course, you still got Fultz that's just now
we don't know yet
coming in, so we don't know with him. But
as far as your boy Wilson.
Right, yes, Chandler. On the bench. That's my guy. Yeah,
nice pickup.
But as far as their actual core, I think they're straight. Like, and then honestly, let's just be honest, you knocking Brown out the East. Ain't too much pressure on us now. We
know who it's gonna be when it comes down to the Eastern Conference Finals. We can probably safely say it most likely would be Philly and Boston.
And going to your point with LeBron being gone or whatever, that's why I love how so many teams was like, okay, all right. Like, of course they couldn't make power moves, but like the Bucks going and getting Brook Lopez. Like, okay, we got that stretch big. We can figure this out. Okay. Wizards, boom. We're going to go get Dwight, Austin Rivers, Jeff Green.
I like that pickup.
Loading up.
People really sleeping on that Dwight pickup.
I like that pickup. Because
people don't, I don't know why everybody got this thing in their head that Dwight Howard sucked.
And the East still play with bigs.
All you need to do is rebound and put it back.
Bro, he had a solid season last year.
And played like every game.
People ignored it. People ignored it. It's just like ever since he had his bad season with Kobe, it's like it was just a mishap.
Like everybody just put the pitchforks out on him when he left LA.
He left LA and then it's just like Dwight trash. But he had a strong season last year. Like a real good season. And they just picked him up easily. I was scared that he was about to go to Golden State.
Man,
yeah,
I was terrified.
Nah, for what they like to do, he would have won.
Yeah,
for what they like to do.
I don't know, bro.
You're right. DeMarcus might not even be able to play this
DeMarcus
year.
might not even pan out.
If Dwight got there, you know,
you was finna, the defense.
That's all they wanted to do was rebound and play.
He was just gonna play the middle.
Imagine like JaVale destroyed the Cavs in the finals.
That's an upgraded JaVale, like drastically. Bro. Everybody was scared about that.
Well, DeMarcus could still. He ain't even back. But let me hit you with this one because this is actually my pick to come out the East. I got the Raptors.
You sleep.
No.
But I ain't gonna lie. In my notes, I said I want to see how Kawhi plays with this team.
And I think Kawhi might end up staying because of it.
And it's 1, 2, 3. Them the three. Like, it's other teams involved, but I think the Raptors, we going to see how Kawhi changes that atmosphere.
Well, I mean, what's the name was their kryptonite, though? LeBron was their kryptonite. Because they just fell apart against him.
And not only LeBron, DeMar would be the one messing up.
DeMar didn't show up.
You swap him. All right, let's take names out. Let's take teams out. Forget whoever in there. We just set up a scenario. You got a team. A couple games from the finals, your star player sucks. Oh, exit out that star player and add who's been the top 3 to 5 player in the NBA. Not only that, you get a shooter with him who plays tremendous defense who's also like 6'6".
Yeah.
Oh, now Serge Ibaka could just be the regular power forward center he was in the Thunder. Now he can be a defensive presence again. So now you bring in a lineup of Lowry,
when you put it
Danny Green, Kawhi, Ibaka, Jonas. Oh, and we're not there. Let's not forget, they had the best bench in the NBA last year, and they all back.
And they only lost DeMar DeRozan.
They only lost DeMar.
And you replace him with Kawhi.
And a shooting guard.
Because I'm not a big fan of Lowry.
Oh, I'm not either.
Check this out, though. With the thing about that is defense is going to be really, really serious over there. Because we know one thing about Lowry. If he don't do nothing else good, he can play defense. Mm-hmm. Lowry can play defense. Ibaka can play defense. Green can play defense. Kawhi can play defense.
Keep going.
What's that one dude named?
Off the bench.
Yeah. I can't pronounce his name. He can play defense.
Yeah. See what I mean? And he was supposed to be the guy to take the next step.
And then you still got that one. You got that guard,
Van Fleet.
That team is interesting. I'm not gonna sit there and put all my eggs in that basket. Mm-hmm. But that's what I'm saying. Like, we know that Boston. 9 times out of 10, if it's nothing else, it's gonna be Boston and Philly.
Watch Toronto.
Watch Toronto. This is you said who?
I still for Milwaukee.
Milwaukee Bucks. Okay, anyway, let me just start off right here with you. Yeah. You Celtics, who you got leading them to the finals? Kyrie, right?
I hope he stays healthy.
But yeah, Kyrie. Okay, let's take Kyrie out the picture. Who's next up?
So who's next up?
Yeah,
probably Al Horford.
Probably. Okay, well, you're out. You're out the playoffs.
You talking about lead as in scoring or lead as lead the team?
I mean, because leaders don't have to be all these. I mean, is that going to be Tatum? Is that going to be Hayward? It ain't Green.
I just want to see my thing, but I would say if we're going to go like that, I would say Hayward, I want to see how him and Brad Stevens, it's been a minute.
Well, I'm going to tell you this.
See them together.
No matter who you say after Kyrie, Kawhi is going to shut him down. Period. We ain't even got to talk about it. Period. Just period. And the Ben Simmons?
They're going to put...
With Kawhi? Okay. All right. But now we just going to get into the season expectations and what you're looking forward to in the year. I just want to kick it off with a somber note because you can look into my notes from last week because I pre-planned a note. Like, I came in here fully about to rave about DeJounte Murray and my boy, Lonnie Walker. I came in here fully prepared to talk about, oh my God, the Spurs, we think they're done, but I got them making it far in the playoffs, and then my boy tore his ACL, and Lonnie Walker messed up his meniscus. I feel bad for Pop.
You need a hug, man.
I mean, I'm officially done with 2K. That's who I was running with. But just start with what you looking forward to this year.
Philly. Like I said, I still want to see Philly. I want to see Antetokounmpo. I want to see what he does this year because I know he was like one of the people that everybody had running for MVP and stuff, and then he just kind of faded off.
They started losing.
Yeah, well, yeah. See if they can hold that together because, like you said, with that Brook thing, I personally think that was a big pickup.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he's not. I don't know what to really compare it to, but for like that situation, I think that was a great pickup. Of course, I want to see LeBron Lakers. See if he can get my boy Lonzo together because I got faith in that. I really got faith in Lonzo.
We got early video. My stance on Lonzo was get him better players, and we see what happened then. They don't get no better than LeBron, so we see what happened then. But
so that's pretty much it. I'm still interested to see what Donovan Mitchell does even beyond his rookie year. See how much more he can elevate. Stuff like that. I'm really paying more attention to like a lot of the younger players this season because we finally got a draft class that can actually do something decent.
Ooh, draft class,
right? Like it was finally one that was okay. Yeah. So that's the main thing I'm looking forward to.
You got.
I'm gonna go with. I want to see the adjustments because I heard that Lonzo made adjustments this season, so I can't wait to see.
Have you been watching the preseason?
I've seen his last 2 games. He looked solid for what he was doing when in his minutes he was there. I could see the hope. As far as I want to see, can LeBron lead the Lakers to the Western Conference Finals? Because that's what I think they can get there. I don't trust Houston. I don't care what anybody says.
I feel you.
I don't trust you.
I super feel you.
As far as expectations for youth, like I'm interested to see Philly. I want to see them because like I like Ben Simmons. I followed him in college. I can't wait to see what they do. Their next step. I like him and Embiid together, and then like even a random team. I can't wait to see Doncic. Like I got to peep him a little bit.
That's from Mavericks, right?
Yeah.
I can't wait to bring him up. I
looked at a couple of his games. I really think he's gonna be something nice.
Yeah. I don't like the kid.
Well, whatever. Really?
I watch him play. He looks so slow. He looks like he looked like if one of us was like 6 feet, God would know what he is, and just decided to start playing. And I don't know. He'll just have to prove me wrong.
But it's something about the foreign players. Like some of the ones,
they all got to prove me wrong. If you from foreign, you got to prove me wrong.
That's true.
But you ain't grow up in the hood.
You got to think about that. To me, it's like when you look at Porzingis, like he was more hyped than Porzingis,
and he had to prove me wrong.
But I think it's different with bigs and guards too, though.
And I don't know. I just like him. He looks
foreign guard. You coming into some
trouble, man. If you would have asked me about Rudy Fernandez,
you loved him.
Oh, I thought he was about to be Kobe Jr. in Spain.
Yeah, I thought
so. Juan Navarro?
Doncic better than him, trust me.
I mean, he better be, because Rudy was in and out. But things I'm looking forward to, of course, the Laker LeBron. I'm adding Markelle Fultz to my list of guys, so I've been championing him. I really believe he's gonna be whatever. He gonna be something. You can't tell me pretty much the leading scorer in college basketball came over and just not gonna do nothing. Even after he like lost his shot, he was still getting a triple-double. He was at the rim easy. Him and Lonzo, they 2 players I got a slight beef with, which is when you watching the play develop and everything, and then you watch them, they're off somewhere just floating around doing nothing. Yeah. Especially Lonzo. That's another beef for a whole nother episode.
I think Rondo gonna get that together.
Yeah, I hope so.
I like the Rondo pickup over there.
Yeah.
He's gonna eventually get his job back. I think Lonzo gonna get his job back. It's just that Rondo was gonna be that one to give him that push.
I think Rondo also is not the LeBron whisperer, but the LeBron calm downer. Like, cause LeBron it seems like he's trying to give other people the chance with the ball or whatever. And I think him and Lonzo early on, it's just gonna be so frustrating for LeBron. So he like, all right, I need like a stopgap. Like, Lonzo's making me too mad. Bring Rondo in. Like, okay, he knows exactly what he's doing. Lonzo, we still trying to teach, and then my other thing is the what we just talked about, the Eastern Conference, and I think their playoffs is going to be some of the best playoffs we've seen, because truly, we ain't even talk about the Pacers. Like, truly, 1 through 8, they're loaded in the East.
Oladipo's the problem right now.
And who they just bring in? Tyreek Evans and Doug McDermott, I think, or something. Some combination. But I know Tyreek is there for sure, and I love Tyreek. But let's just go ahead and jump straight up into this mano-y-mano, this new thing we got going. We take 2 players of similar talents, similar styles, and we go ahead and let them clash. We're going to start off this week's with Dame versus Kyrie. Who you your champion?
Dame.
I got Kyrie.
All right, let's get it. So how y'all want to decide who goes first in this Kyrie Dame debacle?
I want him to go first.
Okay.
Pretty much, I see Dame. nice guard. I just feel like with Kyrie, even going back to the Cleveland situation, we know you pull Kyrie away from that situation, it's not gonna happen for them. That championship wasn't gonna happen. Kyrie was big there, even as far as like we know that he has one of the best handles in the league. He plays defense when he wants to, like most players. Nice shot. I just feel like he's an alpha dog, and I don't really feel like we ain't got to worry about him disappearing in the playoffs or getting locked down in the playoffs.
Is that it? That's where we stopping at?
I think that's
I'm gonna stop because I know you set me up for this.
All right, so this is my thing with Kyrie. Kyrie's a cool guy. Everybody loves Kyrie. Uncle Drew, whatever you want to call him. He's just such a polite person everybody loves. Kyrie being good isn't new. So Kyrie was good before Bron, during Bron, after Bron.
Okay.
Before Bron, what was Kyrie doing? He was getting his numbers, and they were losing.
Yeah.
He went to Boston. He got hurt. What they do? They did great without him.
Okay.
Kyrie's not that as much of a factor as everybody makes it seem. Kyrie's entertaining. If you pull up if you put Kyrie, it's just I just feel like Kyrie is a lot more glorified than he should be because he was next to LeBron James. I feel like if you put Dame there, it would have been the same thing for Dame. But if you look at like personal achievements, like what they did on their own, I personally don't think Kyrie would have did in Portland. What Dame did in Portland. And Dame ain't really even get that much accomplished, but I just don't think Kyrie would be dominant in the West.
Colin was better in the playoffs.
Yeah. But I just
he had another star with him.
I don't think I just don't
because McCollum is an up and coming star, whether you put him or not. He
Kyrie had LeBron with him.
Okay, I'm saying. But I'm saying
LeBron James.
LeBron,
but I mean, even if you go by
LeBron, even if over you go
by personal, like I know you ain't want to go by stats, but Zack gonna go by stats. And I feel like personally, he's a better defender than Kyrie. Me personally, because I think Kyrie on defense is interesting.
He plays defense when he wants to, like most players.
He played defense, but he played a little bit more often.
I think he's a better scorer than
he's still last year. He averaged 26.9, so we can put that to 27, right? Can we agree to that?
Okay.
So he averaged
that's
20.
Dame?
Yeah, this is Dame.
Okay.
So he averaged 27 points, 6.6 for assists, 4.5 rebounds, and I believe it was like 1.9 for steals. That's a great stat line to me if you just go on by the overall. And I just feel like it's more cool to say Kyrie. Like, I feel like it's like this all the time in debates just because I feel like more so with a solid point guard. Like, I just would rather go in the Dame direction. And I get it with the Kyrie thing, but I think it's just everybody pays attention to the handle. Like, I just feel like that's the main
What do you do
thing.
with the handle, though? I mean and Dame got a pretty good handle, too.
He does have a good handle, but it's just like when you talk about a handle, you're really going to think Steph and Kyrie. Like, it's just it's the first people that's going to come to head every time. But if I'm thinking of, like, performance-wise, I think it's
stats
just...
can be misleading. That's what when people bring stats into it, stats can be very misleading. You could look at... We could go off topic real quick for a second. If you look at, like, a lot of people... I watch a lot of the different sports shows, and I listen to people talk about why KD, you know what I'm saying, is somebody average more than KD, things like that. And I'm like, when you look at the situations these players are in, of course they're going to score more depending on their situation. If you go to a team that has more players that can help you out, your stats may drop a little bit because you have to gear yourself towards that team.
What you just said goes against your player.
What? How?
So,
Dame's stats are going to be better than Kyrie.
Who's scoring on the Celtics better than Kyrie?
What? Nobody. But his stats drop a little bit because they're a better overall team. Like, he don't have to do all of the scoring. What?
Offensively, like you just said, like any of them scoring better than Dame or CJ McCollum.
I'm saying when
and
you
then
score,
we still got an elite.
But I'm saying Kyrie don't have to go out and score 30.
Dame doesn't either. I mean, he doesn't.
He can't in the playoffs, apparently.
I mean, because he's in a tougher conference. He's in a wide open East. Kyrie's going to dominate the East. He's not doing that.
See how the East is now.
He's not doing that.
We're going to see how the East is now. What'd you say about Toronto?
Yeah, that's true. And we just got to hold Kyrie knees.
It's just that my thing is when you say
you gotta hold that knee hold up.
You gotta hold that knee hold up. It fall apart every year.
Every year. He ain't been a year without it.
All right, mister.
Hey.
Dame is your guy. So I ain't even
Hey.
I just feel like stats can be misleading because a lot of people, like I heard a stupid stat where they said LeBron made more deep shot a better percentage from deep threes than Steph Curry. And I said, what does that even mean?
That stuff is.
But I'm just saying. So it's like if you go, all right, he averages more points than Kyrie, which I'm pretty sure he did, right?
Yeah.
Assists were probably pretty similar. Were they?
I mean,
I don't know. I'm talking
because I need because I don't think so.
Nah, he didn't even. All right, he wasn't passing the ball. Okay.
So it's just. Wait, how many Kyrie got?
3.5.
That's what I'm saying. Where is the better at? If we talk about players, we're not talking about the team. We're talking about as a player. Like, what's he better in besides the handle?
Scoring.
But the points are there. The points are there.
What was his average?
Cool.
What was the season average?
You got Kyrie stats up?
Yeah.
Could you tell me what was he doing in Cleveland before he got to the Celtics? This last year in Cleveland, you got that?
The last.
Is that even Kyrie's number?
I'm about to say, hold up, time out, because this don't even look.
Hey, I don't even think you got his.
No, that's not right.
I'm about to say that definitely ain't right.
No. I would say Kyrie ain't out here averaging.
No,
he averaged 5 assists.
Well, look,
24 and 5.
24 and 5 is Kyrie.
Yeah, that was his that was last year before he went down.
Okay, so a little bit better.
All right, so that's why I said the stats are similar. I don't know.
That's 26, 2017. It was 24 and 5.
No, that was
now
Celtics,
you said this
right?
last year with Cleveland.
Last year with Cleveland.
I hate doing it like this.
Well, let me
25.
25
and 6.
25. So he barely. This is my thing. For me, because, Dame's my guy. I had Dame as the best point guard in the league last year. Who was better than him?
Who's better than Dame?
At point guard.
Like overall, as in like.
At point guard. Who's better than Dame?
Let me think for a
second. Why are you thinking that? I had Dame, because you probably about to come in right when I'm about to come in.
I'm not finna say Steph Curry.
No, I ain't thinking Steph Curry. Anyway, it's hard to argue with a champion. Like, when you start to get to that, like, because that's like, no, KD's way. That's like me telling you, Capella is better than Draymond Green. It could be true. Honestly, it might be true today.
His stats misleading though. That's why I said with the stats things, it's misleading.
See, I don't even look at stats when I'm looking at because we watch these players enough. Man.
Yeah, but how many defensive player of the years has Draymond got? I think he got. Did he got? I think he got 1.
But it's like the Michael Jordan answer. The answer is Draymond has 3 rings. Yeah, that's the answer. And that's what. And I don't agree to that logic, but it's hard to argue against that. And which is where I get to my Dame Kyrie point. I think Dame was the best point guard in the league until we hit the playoffs. I think that brought him way back to the pack. And Kyrie, I think he got his spot back over Dame by Dame's performance. Now, Kyrie, we can't even talk about Kyrie playoff performance because he ain't make it to the playoffs, which is like something you have to deal with every year. But Kyrie is dealing with his body betraying him rather than his skill and things like that. But you know what really changed things for me? When Dame and them was going against the Pelicans in the playoffs, that's who swept them, right?
Yeah.
He couldn't really score, right? Like, he was struggling and everything. Kyrie gave me 2 40-point games against the Golden State Warriors in the NBA Finals. And the biggest shot in, I'm on Cavs.
That's why I said,
I'm a LeBron guy, so in history.
But that's why I said you take him away from that situation. He was big in that championship situation. Like for
I don't see Dame getting me 40 in back-to-back.
I think next to LeBron James, the narrative changes, though.
I don't see.
I definitely see the LeBron thing, but I just think. I think when it comes down
to LeBron next to me, it's gonna be a little bit different on defense towards me.
And I like that you do that because that's why I did the Mano thing, because I want to take away the achievement. when you look at them two play, you think Dame is better than Kyrie? Like straight up basketball? Just
If they play, yes.
Nah.
I don't see it. I don't see it.
I don't see it either.
And the reason why, because I think in that one-on-one ball, I think that's when the dog becomes the battle. And I'm not taking, because Dame is a dog. Dame is a dog. But what I seen from Kyrie at the highest level that you can get in basketball,
would I give Dame?
He didn't.
No.
But first round against the Pelicans.
What I give Dame though, what I give Dame those props in is where he came from. I'm talking about as far as the collegiate wise, he had to work to get to where he is.
The Jimmy Butler story.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I give him his props. So I'll never say that he's not good. He can't be great because he's doing his thing from what that college he went to,
and he's constantly lowball.
Was it Weber State?
He's constantly.
Was it Weber State?
Didn't he not make the All-Star?
Or one
that
of
was
them.
like all of them before this one right here, and he had to pretty much cry to make it. Like not cry, but you know what I mean. He pretty much had to bring it up to me, and I agree. That's why, like I said, I stood here and championed Dame all year. But when I'm sorry, what I saw.
I'm saying you can't
maybe I got
mention
too
those
much
40-point games.
Maybe I got
without mentioning LeBron James.
Yeah, because he had 40 also. But
right there, you got LeBron James getting 40 and me getting 40.
The year before when Kyrie went down, what happened?
If he's getting 40.
Relax.
If he's getting 40,
relax. No, you gotta relax.
Because if it went either way, if it went either way,
he trying to bring LeBron down. He gotta relax.
But Kyrie, don't matter though.
No, I'm not bringing
what
LeBron
he's saying.
down.
It's not Kyrie can't do it by himself.
When Kyrie went down,
it was LeBron by himself. The same thing that would have happened to
when Kyrie played. Kyrie hit the clutch shots in them situations. Did he not?
Understand he hit the clutch shot, but he had the opportunity for that
clutch
40
shot was powerful. Them two 40-point games were powerful ones.
If LeBron wasn't on that floor,
it's hard to this is the reason why I say that. Didn't CJ have like 39 or something in this?
That's why I said
the Pelicans?
Don't knock CJ.
That was Dame's fault.
I'm not
we're
not
even knocking CJ. You good or not? We even not. We just talking like LeBron. Kyrie had LeBron, who's able to get 40 something. Dame had CJ, who got him 40 something against the Pelicans.
But it's still,
Dame got shut down.
It's still not LeBron. Bro.
It ain't LeBron. I understand.
Like defensive focus, even his 39 to LeBron's 39, you're still going to guard it different. You are.
Man, I don't know.
That's just what we at with that one. But that was a good Mano. Yeah. Let's just get into the big games, pick them, and then we get up out of it. We got first up, season opener. The Sixers are going to face the Celtics. Ain't that what we said?
Yeah,
that's gonna be an excellent
Big East battle.
Man, I'm gonna take the Celtics.
I'm going with the Sixers.
I'm going with the Celtics just because I think the Celtics gonna try and dominate early. That's the only reason.
I'm literally going with them only because of the big. That's literally my reason. It's not even a Ben Simmons thing. Yeah. I just think Embiid gonna have a big game.
All right, well, we got the Thunder same night going to the Warriors. Big West battle. No Westbrook. And
wow. Well, I think the game over.
The
Warriors.
The Warriors. Yeah.
All right, then another game I got is the Mavericks going to play the Suns. It sounds terrible, but there's Doncic versus.
Give me the Mavs. I'm going on a limb. Give me the Mavs.
I'm running with this. Oh no, Devin Booker's hurt, right?
Oh yeah, he is.
Give me the Mavs.
Well, I had the Mavs anyway because I thought DeAndre Jordan was going to welcome what's his name to the NBA, but
I forgot about it. Yeah,
it's a lot of movement out
there.
there.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, the Mavericks definitely got that game.
All right, I got Dwayne Wade starting his last season. We'll talk about that, I'm sure, on a future episode. His last season, started off going against the Magic in Orlando.
I got the Heat.
Sorry, I got the Magic.
Yeah, I got the Magic.
I want the Heat to win.
Just spoil it.
Yeah.
But you know, Magic start off the 2 years tough every year. Remember, they start off like 5-0, 6-0.
But they always start off decent.
Who's their point guard?
Is it
my point?
Is it Elfrid?
No, he is. Where is he? I don't even know.
Did he go to? Was it Sac? Was he in Sacramento?
No.
Where did he go?
I can't even think where he is.
He was with the Pelicans.
Is it? No, I think because then he went to the Suns. I think they let him go.
Jesus. You know what? He did go to the Suns.
And they let him go, but I can't remember where he at.
Because he cut his hair now. I know they were saying they think that was messing with. Hey, he with the Pelicans. Yeah. All right, well.
Jesus, who is that point guard?
Hey, man. You know what? That's why they fired their GM, because they were on a point guard search and you couldn't find nobody. But we got the Spurs going to the Timberwolves, we got the Timberwolves going. No, yeah, I said that right. And we got DeMar's debut, and will Jimmy take the court?
Give me the Spurs.
Yeah,
I'm not betting against Pop.
I'm not betting. It's not even that. Timberwolves got too much going on.
Yeah, so I got it down to a mess.
Yeah, they got too much going on. That's a dominant team.
We got the Lakers going to the Blazers. LeBron's debut.
Give me the Lakers.
Yeah, I said that, but I also I could easily see the Blazers trying to welcome him to the West and trying to beat him down, and they're at home. And Lakers gonna, of course, struggle at some point, probably early.
I think B.I. gonna have a good first game.
Yeah,
I think.
I hope so too. And then we got our matchup. We got the Brooklyn Nets traveling to the New York Knicks.
Okay,
it's the battle for New York.
Give me the Nets.
Not much of a.
Give me the Nets.
Nets. I'm with the Nets
like
too.
The disrespect that
no Porzingis.
I don't.
Give me the Nets.
D'Angelo is on the contract year.
Okay,
give me the Nets.
We're not worried about none of that.
Nets, man.
You
going Knicks.
Hardaway Jr. is gonna do his thing.
Yeah, you ain't didn't believe me when you said it.
Yeah, I didn't, but it's
say the Knicks.
That's it. But Knox
say the Knicks.
Have a game.
Say the Knicks.
The Knicks, man.
The Knox. I like that. I caught that late. The New York Knicks, Kevin Knox.
Man, forget Knox.
Hey,
come
you gotta
on, man.
relax.
You gotta chill, man.
Listen,
that man
he gonna pull me wrong, because remember I said I didn't really like that pick.
Put him on. Hey, listen. I know I'm a Nets fan, but I want to stress it a lot. I love the Knicks. I love them. It's the New York thing. It's like the Giants. I'm a Cowboy fan, but I love the Giants, man. But I ain't gonna say that. Anyway, we got the Celtics facing the Raptors. The Celtics are at home. It's the battle for the East. I'm sure that's gonna be a big battle.
I'm gonna go with the Raptors.
Yeah, I'm gonna ride with the Raptors.
You
swayed me on that.
It's like you just took a shake and just like listen to me,
because I wasn't thinking about the Raptors like that at all. Until you just broke it down.
When you broke it down, it kind of made sense. I think they're gonna have some good battles this year, but I just see I can see the Raptors taking it.
Oh, I had the Celtics. I just thought they're gonna try and showcase their dominance early. Just go on one of those long early win streaks that mean nothing in the regular season, because ain't nobody know their defenses. And regular season first 20 games or until Christmas is preseason.
Yeah, it's pretty much
still fine tuning their team.
Exactly. Ain't nobody worried about them, but. I did have the Celtics though, and then we got the Warriors at home against the Jazz facing Donovan Mitchell,
especially at home.
And like I mentioned, like off camera,
like you said, it's a statement year.
It's a statement year. You got to try and win it all and do it dominantly, because I think they're splitting.
I think they're gonna have more wins than last year. If they don't re-break their record, they're gonna have more wins than last year.
All right, well, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share it amongst your peoples. Follow all our social medias. I'm gonna have them pop up. Make sure you follow the Relevant Ignorance Instagram page. Yeah. Any words?
Just check us out.
Yeah,
we'll be back, man. We'll be back.
We are here. How many weeks? I forgot to write down how many weeks it is, but this is week 1 down.
We got a lot of weeks for y'all, man. Just check us out.
I got a book. Relevant Ignorance fans only. My brother Zack, my brother Kirby, Meech. Yeah.
We out, y'all.